Right, so day 18, Eradication, a gift that keeps on giving. McGreedy is very greedy and doesn't want to let go of any chance to earn some extra elf bucks. During the investigation of an insider threat, the blue team found a production server that was using unexpectedly high resources. It might be a crypto miner. They narrowed it down to a single unapproved suspicious process. It has to be eliminated to ensure that the company's resources are not misused. For this, they must find all the nooks and crannies where the process may have embedded itself and remove it. In this task, we will identify the CPU and memory usage of the processes in Linux. We're going to kill unwanted processes. We're going to find ways that a process can persist beyond its termination. We're going to remove any persistent processes permanently. Right, so connecting to the machine, we need the VM, which is started. We need a split screen, which we get anyway. So that's all good to go. Check I've got enough time on it, because I started it a while ago. Yeah, we've got an hour left, so good. Right, so identifying the process. Linux gives us various options for monitoring the system's performance. Using these, we can identify the resource usage of processes. One option is the top command. This command shows us the list of processes in real time and their usage. It's a dynamic list, meaning that it changes with the resource use for each process. So let's open the terminal. Pop it up here and make sure that my head doesn't get in the way. More or less that. Alright, so yeah, top. That gives us the top command. So this shows the output similar to this. In the terminal, the output will change dynamically with the resource usage of the different processes, similar to what can be seen in the task manager within Windows. It will also show important information such as the PID or the process ID, the user running that process, the CPU usage, the memory usage, and the command or its process name. So we've got a root user with 100% CPU usage running the A command, whatever that is. So in the terminal above, we can see the topmost entry has a process using 100% CPU. We'll return to it later, but for now we can see that our shell is not interactive and it only shows this command's result. To quit from the view, you just press the Q key. That returns you to the prompt. And then killing the culprit. So at the top of the output, the top command, we can find the culprit. It's a process named A, which has unusually high CPU resources. In normal circumstances, we shouldn't have processes constantly using very high amounts of CPU. However, certain processes might do this for a short period of time for intense processing. The process that we see here consistently uses 100% CPU. This can signify either a hard-working malicious process like a crypto miner, and we'll see that the root user runs this process. The process name and resource usage gives a suspicious vibe, but assuming that this process unnecessarily hogging our resources, we should kill it. Disclaimer, don't do this in an actual production service. You shouldn't kill processes unless you're sure what they're doing. If we want to perform forensics, then we can also take a memory dump of the process to analyse it further before killing it, as killing it causes us to lose that information. However, having the memory dump is out of scope here, and we'll assume that we've already done it and move on to termination. We can use the kill command to kill the process. However, this since it's running as root, we have to run sudo to elevate our own privileges to kill the process. This will try to kill the process, and note that you have to replace 2062 with your process ID shown in the top command. So we have to do sudo kill, in my case it's 634. Yeah, if we do top again, it's still running with a new process ID. So yeah, here we go. So we've given the process ID as the parameter and the kill command. We don't get any error as the output, so we believe it has been killed, but if we check again, the process is still there and our command didn't work, but the process ID changed, and so has the time. Oh yeah, so it's been running, instead of for 50 minutes, it's now 26 seconds. Right, so it looks like we've successfully killed the process, but it's been resurrected somehow. Let's see what happens. So the first hint of what happened might be within our cron jobs. Cron jobs are tasks that we ask the computer to perform on our behalf at a fixed interval. Often this is where we can find traces of auto-starting processes. To check the cron jobs, we can run the command cron tab L. So let's do that. Cron tab L. And this has a nice description showing the comments and the line starting with the hash character in the below terminal. This can help us understand the cron job format, followed by the cron jobs that are currently active. So these ones down here with the reboot. So here we can see that we've got no luck finding the process. We only have cron jobs being run as the user, and they're about running the VNC server. But there are processes running as root, and each user has their own cron job, so why not check the cron job being run as root user? If we switch to root, we can then find something there. So sudo su, and then we don't need sudo this time, so just cron tab -l. No commands being run, so that's a dead end. Yeah, so no cron jobs are running here either. What else could there be? So if we check for running services, maybe we should check for any running services that might bring the process back. But the process name has been quite generic and doesn't give a good hint. So we might be clutching at straws here, but let's see what services are running on the system. To do this, we'll use systemctl list unit files to list all the services. Since service we're looking for must be enabled to respawn the process, we'll use grep to give us only those services that are enabled. So systemctl list unit files. It didn't grep, so let me cancel that. Grep enabled. Okay. So that's run. We do find something suspicious here. It looks like it has a strange name for a normal service. Let's get some more information about the service, starting by checking its status. So one of these is named weird, apparently. So let's have a look.
Sponge says, hacks.
Hey, Sponge. Oh, there we go. A unkillable service. So if we do copy that, we'll do a new tab. So this time we do systemctl status, paste in the service name. So that's active, it's running. So we found the devil in the detail. We can see that the service is running the process named A, which is so there. And we couldn't kill it. What's more, the service is taunting us with a greeting message. We must kill this service if we are to kill this useless process. So what do we do to get rid of it? Right, so we need root privileges. If we do sudo su, then systemctl stop, and then the name. So let's do new tab again, su. Oh, that's that, sudo su. Systemctl stop, name of service, and then check the status again. I've already got that here, so we can just run it again. So it's now inactive, it's dead. So yeah, it's not unkillable now, but let's not stop here. Let's check up on the process, and running the top command we'll get the following. So let's just do another one. Top. So it's not running. Yay, no more unkillable process. Now we'll quickly wrap up this by killing the service as well. And we'll do this by disabling the service. So we need to go back to my root shell, system, ctl, disable, name of service. And we've removed it. And then if we do system, if we're just doing status, I can do it from this one. So status, it's now disabled. And okay, so now we can see that it's disabled, but it's still loaded. The problem is that the service is still present to the system. To completely eradicate it, we need to remove the files from the file system as well. And to do that, we go to the location etc systemd system, and then the location of the process is system -a. So to permanently kill it, we need to delete those two files. So if we go back to, we'll do it from a root shell. So rm rf -rf etc system d system a, and then same again for a dot unkillable dot service. So that removes that, and then we can check status one more time, and it can't be found. So good. So finally we've got rid of the service that claimed to be unkillable, and to wrap up we might run the following command to ensure no remnants are left at all. If we reload the service configurations and create the whole service dependency tree again, meaning that if any remnants are left it will eradicate them. So for that we run this. Well, let's run as root, so I'll put it in my root box. So daemon reload, that's done that. And this means that we can relax, the CPU usage is normal, the persistent process has been eradicated. However, we still want to know who planted the process and what it did. We've already taken the memory dump of the process and we can analyse that to uncover further information. Come back tomorrow to find out if our suspicions are confirmed. So that looks like tomorrow's lab. So what was the name of the service? That was a unkillable service. I'm going to copy that from there. What was the path from where the process and the service were running? That was etc system md system. The malware prints a taunting message. When was this message shown? It was this have we got? I don't think we saw what that ran. Could be actually on process termination. Merry Christmas. It's not really taunting though, is it? Let's try that. 3. No. 2. Just brute force this one. I've eradicated it, so I can't run it. So none of the above. Alright, if you enjoyed the task, feel free to check out the Linux Forensics Room. And this one is subscriber only. So yeah, if you have a subscription, you can check out more details on like some of the deeper like Linux investigation. So check that out. I need to do it myself, so might do that in another stream. Right, so we can close. Actually, let's just terminate the whole box. Give them some AWS money back. And we're done. That was only 10 minutes. A pretty quick one today compared to the previous couple. Let's go over to what's Morehouse up to. Cool. Okay, Morehouse is doing some TryHackMe as well, so we'll go raid Morehouse and send him some additional. They've got 5 viewers, So yeah, thank you again for stopping by. Easy one today. We'll do the actual process forensics tomorrow. That'll be a bit more interesting. And yeah, see you for that.